Vagacials, Fanny Facials, and butt acne. Yeah, these are some of the topics that we are talking about this week all over social media, you guys. This is Jenny, Lip Gloss and Aftershave, and we are kicking off Wax Week in the most exciting ways. We just did an entire webisode on growing your waxing business, which you can find on our app within 24 hours. And we are about to be joined by, I would kind of call her a guru. Her name is Heather Alton. She is from Live Love Beauty. That is her Instagram handle, but she is really also known as the Mermaid SD. And her name is Heather. So Heather will be joining us any minute now to talk about Vagacials. Hi, Heather. Heather, I almost put on the filter that gave me pink hair in honor of you, and I was like, no, let's give Heather the purple spotlight.
That's so funny.
How are you? Happy Monday. How's it going?
Yes. Oh, it's getting weird. Good. Yeah, it's just been busy over here doing lots of stuff.
You've got your hands all over, which we're going to get into every aspect of what Glitter Wax Creations is and who the Mermaid SD is. But I started this off by saying Fanny Facials and Vagacials because I know they've been around for a while now, but I have to tell you, being in New York and Chicago, and even last year at the IECSC shows, we are seeing so many intimate wellness products that it's like you were ahead of the curve, I think, in really stepping up and helping estheticians to step up their waxing and their intimate care. But this part of the industry is exploding.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that too. I know certain services and things like this have been around for a while. I mean, in general, waxing, sugaring, all that stuff has been around since like Cleopatra, you know? So, but this kind of thing, I've found that a lot of people, there isn't one specific protocol for things like Vagacials and Fanny Facials. Is more of something what I'm calling like the alternative skincare kind of services. So it's something that a lot of people needed help with. They needed some extra kind of guidance, because what some people may think that these areas, it's okay to use the same kind of products or same steps or devices from your face to these other areas. And it's like, some of the products may be okay, but you can't do the same kind of thing. There is going to be a little bit of a pH difference. You don't want to be as abrasive on certain areas compared to others. Maybe for Fanny Facials, you could use something a little bit more harsh than you would for the face. So it is a little bit different with all of those. Yeah.
I'm so excited that we're talking about this, and I just want to know that we have a viewer from Ireland, so I love being worldwide, so that's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I've actually, when I started doing my Vagacial classes, I'll kind of tell about that too, but I had people from all over the world taking my Vagacial and Fanny Facial classes, and it was amazing. So basically, I started offering the Vagacial classes were the first one that I started doing, and it was in 2020 when we were shut down. I'm in California, so we were shut down the most. And those were some services that I've been doing, started showing videos, promoting online. So people were kind of already asking me like, what do you use for product wise? What are some of the steps or machines you recommend? And when we were shut down, I thought, what if I do maybe like a Zoom class or something, just to kind of share information, share what I do and what I use. And it kind of spawned from that. So I started that in, I think it was like June or July of 2020, when I had already been shut down for a couple months, and I was freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Both me and my husband were home out of work for 2 months solid, no income to my family, and I was panicking. So being able to offer this in Zoom, I had never really done Zoom. I hadn't done those classes before, so I had to figure it all out on my own. But after a while, I had maybe one or so class that I did, maybe had about 50 people in there, and I was like, this is so cool, this is exciting. Yeah. But then a couple of brands like Max and Alika Organic Skincare, which I use, started reposting my classes for those. And after that happened, then I was kind of working more closely with those brands because I use their products. I kind of support and promote their kind of stuff that they were starting to share with me. And then after that, all of the Zoom classes I had were sold out at 100 people per class.
Love it.
So I did probably about 5 or 6 of those. I had about 700 esthetician waxer people taking my Zoom classes before I got them online. And I now have all of my classes online with more coming this year. But it
That
was a big kind of jump and crazy thing from doing Zoom classes where I had some pre-recorded videos I was sharing. I was talking about the products, but it's way better now because it's professionally filmed online and it has demos on models talking about all the different stuff. I now have resources with these different brands that I use, different discounts or connections. I have a resource list, certificates, all these different things that I have for the online classes now that are way better than the Zoom versions.
So Heather, okay, so you obviously launched into this basically out of necessity, but this
Yeah.
was the vajacials were something that you were already incorporating into your spa. So
Yeah.
were you now is waxing your predominant service that you offer, or are you like 50-50 between skincare and waxing? But so how did that start? Because I think I'm going to preface this that I think there are a lot of estheticians that are like, well, I really don't do a ton of waxing. So how do I introduce a vajacial into my existing menu?
Yeah, so I do waxing and facials and lashes. So I kind of do a mix of everything. I definitely kind of like specialize in waxing. That is more of my
Okay.
passion, but I do facials too. And I've
Okay.
had a lot of people who have kind of that question where it was they do mainly waxing or they do mainly facials, but can or how can they incorporate this into one or the other when they are not specifically doing skincare and waxing? But you still
Mhm.
can do that because like if you're doing specifically waxing, this is an easy upgrade and a beneficial service that even if you don't do skincare, you can easily just get these products, get some of the machines, the basic steps, and learn the protocol that I created to be able to have this amazing add-on and option to be able to have for your clients as well. And that's the same thing for people who do mainly just skincare. I've had people take my classes where they were doing more of like med spa. They weren't really doing a
Mhm.
lot of waxing, or they were like a nurse that had, you know, in a different state that was able to do more of the aesthetic stuff. And she wanted to kind of bring in some of those alternative skincare practices as well,
Mhm.
where you can kind of you can do the waxing, but you can also do with my protocol. I have 2 different protocols that I created. It's the with waxing and without waxing. So they're 2 totally different protocols to do for the vajacials.
Mhm.
And you don't have to be able to offer both of them, but I have different protocols that I do. So I have one that's I call the solo vajacial, so that's without waxing. And that one is more of the stronger, more targeted kind of treatments and protocol that
Okay.
would be a little bit more effective for someone who's maybe a little bit more prone to ingrowns or
Okay.
discoloration, scarring, that kind of stuff. But that is an option that people can do if they don't do the waxing too. They can have that
Yep.
be an option. They can have their clients be mainly shaving or do laser hair removal or one of those other kind of options if they don't do the waxing with it. So there is still options to be able to do that with it as well. But a lot of people love the Fanny Facial as well. So that's why
Mm.
I did create a combo pricing for the Vagacial and the Fanny Facial. You get a little discount if you buy both classes together. And that people really love that too. But that's also a
And
reason why I created I have my hard wax Brazilians class, because that was a big thing. A lot of people really need help with Brazilians. So I teach hands-on in-person Brazilian waxing, but the online version is amazing. I started that with Zoom too, but obviously it's way better with an online professionally filmed. You can go back to it, restart, rewatch. But that one also has a special pricing where you can do the Brazilian and Vagacial classes, a combo saving between the 2 of them too.
it does, I mean, really they go hand in hand because as this segment of the industry is maybe it's not becoming more popular, but maybe it's just becoming more vocalized and
Mhm.
people are not
And
afraid to talk
social
about it
media
anymore.
is able to
Mhm.
show things a lot more than what it was 10 years ago.
Oh, you and I both know that. Okay, so tons of education. So I want to back up really quickly. So you're known as, at least I met you as the Mermaid SD. Obviously, you've got a great brand aesthetic that is very colorful and glittery. But that all of this kind of came together, and you also help estheticians not only build their business with specific training, but
build their business in general, because I saw that on your class list as well. Tell us about that, and like, how did that lead you to Glitter Wax Creations that also helps build a business? There's so many arms to this business that you have.
Yeah, definitely. So I did want to kind of show, I brought this up. I have my iPad. This is my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, there is a link in my bio for the link tree. And if you go to that, the link to all of my online classes are in that link. And you can go to the page for the online classes. Of course, it's loading, but I have the Vagacial class, the Fanny Facial class, the Hard Wax Brazilians, and the How to Grow Your Solo SD Business. So that is a great way that I basically wanted to share how I did my start to my business, and how in the first year in business, I was able to easily make over $100,000 in my first year, which some people who are doing this and doing well are like, oh yeah, that's no big deal. You're fine. Anyone can do that. But there's a lot of people out there that really struggle with that. Right. So I wanted to be able to help those people, to be able to let them know what I did to be able to get that and to build my clientele pretty quickly, as well as the alternative kind of options of how to add on retail and add-ons and alternative options like the Apple Free that I use. Yep. And we all kind of talk about different ways like that to incorporate into your business to be able to make more money as well. I talk about my packages, my online classes, hands-on classes. I have facial packages, waxing packages, like all that kind of stuff. And I talk about that, as well as strategic collaborations, promos, giveaways, monthly promos, all different kind of things to be able to help grow your business. But it's not all about just getting new clients. You have to keep those clients and then get referrals from those clients. So all of that is very important to be able to do. So it definitely makes a big difference with that.
And maximizing each client that you have, right? So we started out by saying, maybe you're doing facials and you're ready to grow your business by getting into Vagacials and Fanny Facials. Maybe you're just a waxer and you're ready to kind of add on that next level and upgrade your clients to be easily upgrade your clients into these Vagacials. And that's what I think you are such a great, you know, mentor in a sense for these SDs that are like, well, I'm afraid to, and how can I? And it's like, you can take one client and you could really, really maximize them to boost your revenue. So I think that that's huge. And showing how you did it and sharing your secrets and not being afraid. And I want to tell you, Heather, we have a ton of students. And I think that your training is really beneficial to students that are still in school, because we all know, if you even learn Brazilians in school, because I didn't.
I didn't either.
Your training is just to pass that test.
Yeah, that's what I tell a lot of the students too, where it's like, no matter what you learn in school, I feel like they teach a little bit better nowadays. I was licensed 12 years ago and I didn't learn any machines. I got 1 day of lashes, 1 day of spray, you know, like it didn't go into a lot. Continued education is so important for your career, and some states require it. California doesn't, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep doing the continued education. And that can be learning a new service, learning a new device or new technology that's coming out. Like the trade shows are an amazing resource to be able to learn and visit new brands, new kind of ideas and services, and then take online or hands-on classes as well.
So I want, and I don't want to, you know, give away any of your secrets, but you keep saying devices. What devices do you incorporate into Vagacials and Fanny Facials? Can you tell us?
Microdermabrasion, high frequency. Sometimes you can even do chemical peels. The hydrodermabrasion. There's so many different options for that too.
Oh, you guys, because we are huge fans. We love botanical-based products. We love natural and organic. We swear by devices, and I think that they can be incorporated into nearly anything. So that's a huge insider secret, is to incorporating those into your body treatments. But we have two more. I'm like so excited about so many facets of your business. Let's talk about glitter wax, and let's not forget to talk about the Waxer's BFF box.
Yeah, absolutely. I did finally have this load, so I just want to show everyone, when they go to my page on Instagram, you can do the click in the bio. There is my online website for all the different classes. So it lists all the different classes, all the different options, and to be able to get in there. I do have a free class all about jelly masks too, because that was a big thing. People don't know how to really use jelly masks, and I use that in like every aspect that I possibly can. But as you were bringing up, we were talking about glitter wax creations. So I am the creator of Glitter Wax Creations. These are specialty glitter blends that can be added to any wax type or brand. So there's different options that you can do. These are also been used in jelly masks as well. So you can use these in hard wax, soft wax, sugaring paste, and then jelly masks have been the new kind of fun thing to do with these as well. But it was really a way to be able to make the waxing experience a lot more fun for the waxer, but also the clients. Because when I started using this in my wax, I was getting so many new clients that were really excited about. They're like, oh my God, she has glitter wax. This is so cool. And this was a couple years ago before this kind of exploded. But there was a lot of people coming to me or their friend. They're like, oh my God, you have to go see her. You have to see this, that she has glitter. It's so pretty. It like makes it so worth it, you know? So it was this really interesting kind of fun experience to be able to create this product that can be specifically made to be used safely in these products. So it's not going to hurt your client with scratching the skin. It's not going to have the color bleed or melt into your wax. Like if you're using like craft glitter, can be literally dangerous for the skin of your client, but it could also very well melt or bleed the color into your wax. And you spend a lot of money on your wax, so you don't want something you're unsure of on how it's going to react to that. So all of the Glitter Wax Creations, we now have 7 different blends in 3 different sizes. So we have small, medium, and then 8-ounce bulk, because a lot of people were super obsessed with a certain one. So they're like, do you have a bulk option? Or someone who has employees in a whole salon, they're like, I want to sprinkle some in all of them.
So question.
Or the people I have international customers. So sometimes it can be better to buy larger to save money for international as well.
For shipping. So and you guys can obviously learn more about Glitter Wax Creations on, you have your own dedicated Instagram page for Glitter Wax Creations.
And it's all linked in my Instagram. There's a link to the Glitter Wax Creations and the Waxer's BFF box in my profile bio.
You guys, so that all brings it full circle that not only can you bring on new treatments and services, but you can make them even more exciting and gaining more attention and gaining social media traction by making fun videos with pouring the glitter in and talking about your specialty in these services. So you, Heather, I swear I've just come up with ways to maximize every single side of your business. It's remarkable.
And it's, I mean, my business in general is all, you know, I'm addicted to sparkle. So anything is shiny, I'm like, oh, shiny, you know? So it's like, I love that stuff. And when I worked at European Wax Center for 7 years, and I started out on my own, and I was using like the Star Pill Clear wax. And I'm like, this is kind of boring. Like I want something pretty. And so that's why I created this, to have it be super pretty and customizable for colors that can be used in any different type. So it is super fun. It really helps to attract attention online as well. So that's a great way to do that. But I have different molds where you can make different shaped glitter wax kind of molds for different fun things, for those fun glitter wax melts. I have a few of my customers that have been making amazing videos with that, and it gets them a lot of attention.
It absolutely does, and can help grow your business in that respect. And then, so once you launch this, so now you've got classes and you've got Glitter Wax Creations, then I'm sure SDs were just coming to you like, well, what do you think about this? And what would you use for this? And now, is that what inspired the Waxer's BFF box?
Yeah, so, I mean, I launched Glitter Wax Creations in March 2020, literally like 2 weeks after the shutdown. And I believe that I consulted with Barry, I believe, where I was like, should I do this? Should I launch? Should I wait? Like, I don't know what to do. I consulted a couple of different like industry professionals that I respected and everything to be like, give me some advice. I don't know what to do. So it was like, it was the best decision that I made, because that was a great way for people to be able to do that, to be able to get a little bit more attention for their business, to have content that they could use even if they were shut down, some fun, exciting. It makes people happy. So it was definitely interesting with that. And then later in the summer was when I started like the Zoom classes. And then it was Thanksgiving time of 2020. that it was just some random things. How my mind works is I see something and it spurs an idea and then it explodes from there. So sometimes I have a lot of ideas. They don't always pan out, but some of
True
them are
entrepreneur.
like,
True
I swear I'm a
entrepreneur.
genius.
When they work.
But that next one was, what if I created a subscription box for waxers, which is the Waxers BFF box? So we launched this spring last year was the first box. It's quarterly. So it's for a year, seasonal. So it's all different kind of products and colors, themes, smells, everything, all seasonal. But this was something that spurred where I wanted to, like, people would ask me questions like, what's your favorite wax brand? What do you use for retail? Business questions, different like resources and things that I would have. I talk about different ones in my online class about business building, but I constantly see questions of people asking me, as well as on like the Facebook esthetician groups. You know, it's constantly like the same questions over and over again. And I was like, well, what if I create a subscription box that's targeted just for waxers that has different wax brands in it? This has different retail brands that you can try or use. There's different business resources, online classes, and fun waxer swag. So now that I've been doing this for a little while, each of the boxes has a custom made waxer kind of swag item in them, but it's different wax brands. We'll have a variety of different kind of retail brands that will be in here as well. There's different kind of business resources and all different fun things. The spring box is out now. There's only about 10 boxes left of the spring box before the summer box ships in June. So it's quarterly.
Okay.
The next one is going to be amazing.
So they can sign up. So anyone that's watching now or on the replay, they can still sign up for the summer box, right?
For the spring box. Yeah,
spring
so
box.
the spring box is available right now. It has amazing brands in it like Wax Fair Wax. It has the popple that I use for the digital business card on the back of my phone.
Yes.
It has online classes. It has full bottles of ingrown hair serum, like amazing kind of alternative stuff to be able to try all these different brands, because people are always asking, you want the ability to try it before you spend thousands of dollars to bring in a new wax or a new retail brand. So these are amazing. We did in winter was the winter brow box. So we had like Kelly Baker in there. We had a soft wax. We had, you know, so they're all very different with the different brands and the different wax items. I try to have a variety of all the different products, but the spring box, there is only about 10 of these left. You can sign up for a subscription, which is $65 plus shipping, or a one-time purchase for $75 plus shipping. So the subscription is a lot better deal, and you'll be charged quarterly. So it's every 3 months. 1 month you get charged before the box ships. So it's
what a great way to just get exposure, because you guys, waxing and hair removal is a huge part of our industry. And so I would imagine you SCs are really busy. So just to know that every quarter you have a box coming that's just going to put products in front of you, right? You don't have to go look, you don't have to search, you don't have to find them on social. And Heather has curated these boxes for you. So that's amazing. That's a huge time saver.
Yeah. So I've had a lot of people say that they're really excited for the next box to be able to try these different wax brands and see how you like it, and then have different retail items to where you can look into what else they offer. Sometimes there's exclusive like opening order, different discounts. There's always the online classes or different business resources have like an exclusive deal just for box customers to be able to do the online classes or the retail orders or kind of something like that. So there is extra bonuses of exclusive deals and pricing just for box customers as well.
Heather, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you are a mother, you are a business owner. You have like 4 businesses. I don't think it's one business that you run. You are all over the place. Now, question, are we going to see you in Las Vegas in June?
Yes, I am going to be in Vegas, and it will honestly, I was there last year. I was working at the Alika Organic Skincare booth, which they are a main brand that I feature in my Vagacial and Fanny Facial classes. I have other brands too. But I was working their booth, and I had some of my stuff there. We taught a Vagacial class there. It was super fun. But this year will be my first time having my own booth at the Vegas show. So I'm very excited.
That's great.
And I hope lots of people come by and see me. But it will be for me, the Mermaid SD, all my online and hands-on classes. It will be for the Waxers BFF box and Glitter Wax Creations. So we'll have the booth for all of that stuff there. You can purchase or sign up for these. You can purchase the glitter. You can sign up for my classes. There'll be exclusive deals. It'll be awesome.
And it'll be the most colorful and sparkly booth on the show floor. I can almost guarantee that. So we cannot wait to see you there, you guys. For more information specifically on the glitter wax, you guys can check Heather out in our hair removal guide, which we are talking about exclusive waxing all week. This is all we're going to be talking about, but it is in our hair removal guide on the site. But you guys tap over to Heather's Instagram handle, which is Live Love Beauty SC. Over there, and she's got the links to every single class we talked about, glitter wax, the Waxers BFF box. You can take it from there to pick this guru's brain. Heather, thank you so much for joining us today to give us a sneak peek into all of this. And you guys, get on the Vagacial and Fanny Facial train because it is huge. It's not stopping.
And I wanted to kind of show a little bit on the Vagacial class. Each of these, the online classes, there's different sections that you get through. So you can stop and restart. You can be halfway through one. There's all different ones that's broken down into different protocols, resource lists, and everything. And that's for my Vagacial, Fanny Facial, and Hard Wax Brazilian class. The business building class is a little bit different, but it is more of a slide-based kind of presentation. But yeah, there's all different alternatives, and you can check in my bio for the link for my online classes in my bio link, but there's also the links to Waxers BFF box and Glitter Wax Creations.
Amazing. Amazing. Heather, thank you for taking the time out today. It was so good to see you, and we will see you in just a few weeks in Vegas. I can't wait to see your sparkly booth.
Just a few weeks, that stressed me out.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said it out loud, but it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, it's almost May.
Yeah, I'm actually excited because it'll be my first booth at one of those kind of places. I have a few people who are customers of mine and kind of I'm starting an ambassador program, and they're going to be coming to work at the booth with me to help me out. So it's going to be super fun. I just launching an ambassador program for Glitter Wax Creations just like today. So it's a great way to be able to have some people who really support that and be able to come work at the booths of the shows that I'll be at, because I will also be at the San Jose show in California to be able to do the booth too. So I'm very excited
Blowing
about
up,
that.
girl. There's no stopping the Mermaid SD, you guys. So
it's not an option for me.
Be sure to head over to her Instagram to be in touch, or send us a DM if you guys need anything or have any specific questions. But Heather, we will see you in just a few weeks.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for coming on today.
Thanks.
Bye, girl.
Bye.